not leaving the house.
Look, don't tell me what I'm gonna do.
All I'm asking you to do is leave the Capel and Lockridge families alone for one day.
Lionel Lockridge is my father.
And you're gonna make him pay for that? You haven't eaten, you haven't slept. You're a man waiting to explode.
You bet I am.
Now, why leave like that? I just don't want anybody, including you, getting hurt.
Look, Amy, I want to do this my own way, all right? So please, don't interfere.
Please, come on back here. Don't go like this.
Cruz, is that you behind there?
Hello.
Hi. Well, what is all this?
These are groceries, my dear. They're for you.
Oh, sweet. Come on in. I didn't know the police delivered.
Oh, yeah.
How do you know what I needed?
Well, I figured with you, I couldn't go wrong. You need everything. You know, I kept having nightmares. The main course, voila. I had nightmares about this refrigerator being empty, so I figured I'd fill it up.
This is fantastic. What do you charge for this special service of yours?
Not a thing, not a thing. I just collected on my rain check.
Okay. You know, this is really wonderful of you to do this for me. I haven't been treated this well in a long time.
Well, Santana, you deserve to be treated better. In fact, I think both of us do. You know, I was thinking a lot about you and me last night.
What were you thinking?
Well, that we have a lot in common.
Oh. You finally figured that out.
Yeah. We both fell in love with the Capwell, and we both ended up with a broken heart.
Yeah, why don't we start a club?
That's a good idea, you know? We could get, like, special T-shirts printed up and wear them under our clothes. I think maybe that'd help me get over it.
Well, I got over it. It took 6 years.
Yeah. Tell you what, you scramble these eggs. I make the toast. Good catch. Then I'll end up being over it, too.
Where are you going?
Just going in to see your father.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to go in first.
Well, I was here first. Why don't you wait?
Gina, I don't want to get into a wrestling match with you. I'm going to go see Daddy. I won't be long.
Who do you think you are? You know, I'm his wife. You and your husband are just guests in this house.
Oh, my God. Daddy?
What's going on?
No, Eaton's in there.
Will you two keep it down?
Eaton's in there. I don't know what's happening. Eaton?
What?
What's going on? Eaton?
Eden, she's in there with Dad. Eden!
Eden, open the
Eden,
door.
what's wrong? Open the door, Eden. Eden!
I'm sorry. I just have never seen you like this before.
I haven't been like this before.
So much anger. I feel like I'm living with a stranger.
Maybe I'm sorry. Ever since this whole thing happened, all I've been doing is thinking about myself. I didn't mean to scare you.
No, you did.
Forgive me, please. I didn't mean to blow up at you that way. Guess you're wondering why you ever married me in the first place, huh?
No, I would never wonder that.
Maybe you should. Here I am out of work, I've got no money, you're supporting me and the baby, and I fly off the deep end. This is what did it.
What's in the newspaper?
Look, Lionel Lockridge collection.
The exhibition opens today at the museum. What about it?
It's not the exhibition. Just that I decided that I'm finally gonna do it. I can't wait anymore. There's something driving me to do it now.
You're gonna tell him today? At the museum?
Yes. Today.
Well, it's an excellent collection, Dad. I'll say that for it. Send my art critic down to review it for the paper tomorrow.
Yeah, who's your art critic?
Whoever's not busy at the moment.
Well, if it's the baseball writer, I'll be sure and read the review.
Well, it's a fine collection, Dad. No question about it. Choice material here. Nobody can say that it doesn't have a unifying theme either.
Yes, it does, doesn't it, my boy?
You know, I didn't know you had so many ladies. You must have a lot of fun collecting all of them.
Well, I must say, I had fun doing the traveling. Asia and Europe and Africa and all over the place. This thing, one of these days, this is all going to be yours.
Oh, well, if you don't get angry and disown me or something.
Then you better handle your old man with kid gloves, okay?
Yeah, you're right. What's this one here?
As the French would say, that is the piece of resistance.
Well, if they say that, they need French lessons, Dad. Mind if I take a look?
No, you don't. No, this stays just where it is until the guest of honor gets here.
Oh, well, now you got me really confused. I don't even know who the guest of honor is.
You will see soon enough, my boy, soon enough.
Hi, sweetheart, are you all right?
Woke up the whole household.
I'm sorry, look.
How could that have gotten there? Where's the nurse that's supposed to be with him?
She's downstairs. Somebody get her, please.
Kirk, would you do that?
Right away.
His oxygen mask is off, but he seems to be all right.
Obviously, there's been another attempt on his life. That pillar didn't get down there by itself.
Mason, he's breathing on his own.
What?
How can that be?
Does this mean he's functioning without the life support system?
He seems to be.
Well, it's a miracle. Even so, there's going to be some radical changes in security around here starting now.
Can't believe this.
Hey, Mary, don't you think we ought to call a doctor and get him over here right away?
Yes, I'll do that. I don't understand this. His pulse is steady and regular. There are no signs of exertion.
Where's the damn nurse?
Are you sure he's breathing normally?
Yes, perfectly.
Well, could he possibly have done this himself?
How could he
how.
do that?
Do you know anything about this?
That's what we're asking you, Eden.
Oh, Gina, it wasn't there when I left the room.
Look, I've got to call the doctor.
Oh, I telephoned already from downstairs when Mr. Cranston told me what happened.
Something very strange is going on around here.
Mason,
I found him like this.
My God. He's getting better.
You know, this is the first meal that's been made here in a long time.
Really? What have you been living on?
Oh, take out, go out. I really don't enjoy cooking for myself when I'm alone.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed is that nothing much is fun by yourself.
You know that lecture that you gave me last night really made me do some serious thinking. You know what I decided? I decided that I'm going to get it together and make my life work with Brandon, if I can, or without him if it has to be.
Good.
And I have been paying hardly any attention to my work lately. So this morning, what I did was I put together some samples of my work, and I'm going to take them over to some prospective clients. Let them know I'm back in business.
Let me tell you, you'll wow them. Mm-hmm.
Thanks. You're really sweet.
No, I'm right. It's true.
Listen, I have a luncheon date with Julia today. I need to get some legal answers about getting Brandon back. Could you join us?
Yeah. You know, actually, that'd be nice. I'd like to hear what she has to say. Hey, I gotta tell you, you know, when you decide to hit the comeback trail, you really put the pedal to the metal. No messing around.
No, not anymore.
Here's to you.
Now, you said you'd talk this through with me. Sit down. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to tell Lionel that you're his son? You're going to tell the whole Lockridge family? Have you thought about what that's going to do to their lives, including Warren's?
Warren?
He sided with his mother when she wanted to prosecute you. It's not like you're his long-lost friend. You tell him that you're his half-brother, he may be more unfriendly than ever.
So?
When people find out that you're Lionel's son, they're going to think you're going to run immediately after his money. You may find yourself with more enemies than you knew you had. Have you heard anything I said?
I'm thinking.
About what?
Everything, I guess. Everybody looks a lot different now. Lionel, Minx, Sophia,
Warren, Cece. Seeing them all with different eyes now. Don't worry, I won't do anything crazy, but I'm going to that exhibit right now because I know he's going to be there.
I really wish you wouldn't. Please watch your temper.
Don't worry about my temper.
It's easy for you to say. Somebody looks at you funny, somebody says something funny. I don't know what you're gonna do.
So you want to come with me?
No. And I don't think you should go either. I love you.
See you later.
Sophia, I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. I am too. This is a very impressive exhibit.
Well, thank you. I have a very special surprise for you, too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I think you'd better just tell me.
Oh, no, come on. You'll see for yourself in a few minutes.
Excuse me, Mr. Lockridge. I have a call for you. You can take it in my office if you'd like.
Oh, thank you. Would you excuse me for a minute?
Sure. Hello, Warren.
Sophia?
Listen, I know what you're probably thinking.
Sophia, don't say anything more. Dad's very lonely these days, and you are here.
As his friend. It's as simple as that.
Sophia, take a look around you. I mean, Dad loves his women, and not just his friends.
Warren, that is all we are to each other, and that is all we're going to be.
Is he breathing okay? Maybe we should put the mask back on.
You know, he's breathing fine without it. Gina, I think he's going to be able to live without the life support systems.
How can that be?
Well, of course, the doctors will have to examine him.
You really think he's that much better?
He sure seems to be.
Well, what seems to be and what really is can be two different things. I don't think we should go around getting everybody's hopes up. I'll get it. Yes, who is it? Oh, hello. Yeah, just a minute. She's right here. It's for you. It's the doctor's office.
Oh, good. Hello. Yes. Oh, he is. Oh. All right, well, thank you for letting us know.
What is it? What did they say?
Gina, I think it's time for a family conference. Would you come with me and we'll round up the others?
Now?
Yeah, right now.
Well, maybe I should stay here with CC.
No, it's all right. Miss Lohman's going to be here. Come on, Gina. Mason, we have to talk about your father. Would you come with us? We'll get Eden.
Sure, what's wrong?
Well, I'll explain it when we're all together.
Explain what? I don't like the sound of this.
No, Mason, it's nothing to be worried about. It's just that you need to make a decision. And, well, let's go get Eden. We'll talk about it.
Oh, please let him get better.
That's all right. What did you say?
I'm just talking to myself, just hoping that Daddy's really getting better.
Well, I hope so, too.
Eden, yes, you and Mason and Gina need to make a decision about something.
Well, come in. What's it all about?
Well, I've been checking out your father, and there is increased brainwave activity along with increased heartbeat and pulse rates. Now, I really think he's going to be able to breathe without the machines from now on.
That's wonderful.
It certainly is, but what are we supposed to decide?
I just got a call from his doctor's office. One of his doctors is away, the other one is sick. Now, he needs to be examined right away.
Well, that's no problem. I'll call the hospital and get someone else.
All right, Mason, that's going to take some time. Now, we can save time if you'll consider this. Mark McCormick happens to be waiting for me downstairs, and if you like, I will ask him to come up and look at CC.
Well, of course.
McCormick?
Why not?
No, not McCormick.
Mason.
Absolutely not. We need a specialist.
You're being ridiculous. Mary, would you be kind enough to ask him if he would come up and check on Daddy?
I forbid this. I don't want that man in my father's room.
Mary, go. I don't know what upsets you so much. A doctor is a doctor.
Not really. I know things about him you don't, Eden.
I doubt that. I think, as usual, you're letting your personal feelings get in the way of your better judgment. This is a pointless argument. I'm not suggesting that Mark become Daddy's doctor indefinitely. I'm just saying that Since Daddy needs to be examined and Mark is here, why not?
I told you I have no confidence in him.
Well, Mary knows him. She's a nurse. She does.
Shut up, Gina.
Don't talk to me that way.
No, wait, this is ridiculous. If Eden and Mary wants him to see Cece, what's the harm?
You see no harm in anything Eden wants, do you,
Mason,
Kirk?
will you please stop this? Can't we just stop arguing now? I mean, this means that probably Daddy's gonna live, that he's gonna recover and be all right. I think Kelly and Ted should be notified. Would you mind calling?
Sure.
I'm going to wait in Dad's room. I want to be around when McCormick examines him.
I want to, too.
We'll be along in a few minutes.
All right, I'll try it there, thank you. Well, Kelly isn't at her apartment. I guess I'll try Nick's.
No, Kirk, I can't believe this. Daddy's gonna live. And he's gonna be fine. It's gonna be the way he used to be.
Darling, I know you're excited, but don't get your hopes up too high right now. Just, why don't you wait until Mark McCormick examines him?
No, Kirk, this is wonderful. He's gonna be fine, and he's gonna be all right. I mean, there's so many things to do now.
Eden, take it easy. The only medical person that's seen him today is Mary, and she's not a doctor.
I know, but if Mark confirms what Mary said, that he's getting better, Kirk, I know he is. I know he's gonna be better. Would you mind calling Ted while I get dressed?
All right.
Thanks.
Tell Dad what you said about his collection. Thank you. Rick, I didn't expect to see you here. I didn't know you were an art lover.
No, you just thought I was an embezzler, right?
Look, I'm sorry about that. You can hardly blame me considering the evidence against you. I'm willing to forget about it if you are.
Sure. Just pretend it never happened, huh?
Well, you were right. Took a while trying to figure out why Mom went so far trying to incriminate you.
Yeah, I haven't been able to figure out your mother either, or your grandmother. In fact, the whole Lockridge family.
Yeah, well, look, I'm sorry for all of it.
So, these are your dad's favorites here, huh?
Yeah, he's been collecting them for quite a while. Dad seems to like things that are, I don't know, perfect.
That's pretty strange, considering he's a long way from being perfect himself.
Oh, I don't think we should get into that, Brick.
Look, can I ask you something?
Sure. Go ahead.
How did your dad feel when he found out that Channing Capwell was his son?
Why do you ask?
Oh, I don't know. It's not every day that a man finds out that he has a son that he didn't even know about. I mean, how does a man take news like that?
Well, by the time he found out, Channing had been dead for quite some time.
But how did he feel?
I don't know. Confused. Sad that Channing was gone and they hadn't had that much of a chance to get to know each other. Dad got very involved with Channing's son, Brandon. They're crazy about each other. Family's very important to Dad.
Even the illegitimate branches, huh?
What are you getting at, Brick?
Well, look who's here.
You know, I didn't ask to be here. Mary came and got me.
Against my expressed wishes.
Well, I wanted you here.
Why don't you go on, Mark? You can send us a bill anyway.
That's hardly the reason I came.
Mason, I asked Mark to look at your father because your father's under my care and he needs immediate attention.
Yes, Mason, why are you being so difficult?
All right. But it's against my better judgment.
Understood.
Let's go, Mark.
Would you please let me know what's happening after you're through?
I will.
Jean, any change?
Not that I can tell. Hello, Dr. McCormick.
Hello, Mrs. Capwell.
It really was kind of a miracle we had here this morning. Maybe we should build a shrine or something. This kind of thing doesn't happen very often. Rich people can do that, can't they? Or do they have to go through the eye of the needle or something?
Gina, I don't think we have to worry about that right now.
No, I guess not. The word will spread fast. How is he, Doctor?
He's definitely making signs that he's coming out of his coma.
It really is a miracle, then. Well, will he be able to talk and walk like he did before? I mean, will there be any lasting damage? Any memory loss?
Mrs. Capwell, your husband has made a definite improvement, but please don't get your hopes up. It may not go any further.
Really?
In fact, the improvement may only be temporary.
So you've seen cases where the improvement didn't last?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Now, if you'll excuse us, I would like to make a thorough examination.
All right, I'll just stand back here if you don't mind. I won't bother you. I'll just watch and hope for the best.
Well, I fail to see why we can't get the police to provide us with a 24-hour guard outside his room. After all, one attempt has already been made on his life. Well, of course I can get our own security service. I was just under the mistaken impression that attempted murder was a police matter. All right.
Well, how is he?
Well, I don't know the whole story yet. Mark is still in with him, but Mary stepped out for a second, and she told me that it looks really good. Oh, Kirk, it's so wonderful. I can't wait to tell everyone. You know, all the corporation department heads, they had no idea that he could ever recover like this.
Eden, I wish you'd take all this a little slower. I really think you are being a little premature.
What do you mean? Mary said it looked positive. Kirk, he's gonna live. He's gonna recover.
Yes, and that would be fantastic.
Oh, wouldn't it? It would be wonderful.
And if he does, what do you think he'll feel about our marriage?
Well, I think that he would think that you're a very good husband. Which you are. I mean, everything that you've done for me and all the hard work that you've put into the company. I mean, how could he think anything else? Look, I gotta go. I got 100 things to do. I will see you later, okay?
Yeah.
Going somewhere to celebrate, Eden?
Celebrate what? That if Daddy recovers, he'll throw you out of the house?
Maybe not.
I think you better start packing your bags and take everything you can with you, because after this, Gina, there's nothing for you.
Well, I guess you really do stand to lose a lot if Cece comes out of that coma.
So do a lot of other people, Kirk, including you. I don't think CC's gonna be too happy about you marrying Eden. I think he might wake up and talk her into ending it. He was always incredibly possessive of his daughter, and, well, you know how she feels about him. She's his little girl.
If you're trying to upset me, forget it, Gina. We have a good marriage, and I don't think anybody's going to talk Eden out of it, even her father.
You don't know CC Capwell.
Oh, Gina, we need to go downstairs for a minute, but Miss Lohman is in with Cece.
All right.
Well, if you come up with something that's conclusively detrimental, that bears on her character and probity, then sure, I think a judge might find her unfit.
Well, how can I do that?
A private detective, I'm afraid, a lot of money, patience. You're gonna need a lot of hard evidence.
Cruz and I have talked about this a lot. He's been wonderfully supportive.
You two go way back, don't you? Childhood friends and all that.
Mm-hmm. We've always been very close.
There's something different about you.
There is? What?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Calmer, self-assured, maybe happier. Are you?
In a lot of ways. But losing Brandon again was very painful. But there are some things in my life that are going fairly well now.
Well, there's no sense beating around the bush. Is there something serious going on with you and Cruz?
Cruz?
You going topside?
Yeah, I have lunch date.
Me too. I guess all the best people go there, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
You look good, Eden.
Thanks. What are you?
Nice. You always did drop things when you were nervous.
Did I?
Oh, Mr. Capwell. Cece, it is remarkable. You're getting better. It's what I've been praying for every day. You know, I've gotten to know you pretty well, taking care of you all these months. You have an extraordinary will to live. Sometimes when I'm here with you, I can feel your strength. I can feel you fighting for life. And I hope that you can feel our love, because everybody's fighting with you. You're quite a legend, Mr. Capwell. I wonder if you know that. You know, everybody in town has a story about C.C. Capwell. Not all of them good, either. Your son Mason, he's a lot like you. He's not all good. Well, who is? Mason's capable of some pretty immoral things. I think maybe he was just searching for his own identity because his father's was so overpowering. Or so they say. Rumors. I should never listen to rumors. I made up my own mind about you. See, I fell in love with your son. And I think some of that love spilled over onto you. There's another man in my life now. He's nothing like Mason. He's very good. He's safe. Of course, he doesn't have Mason's flair or his humor, his joie de vivre. But he is a good man. Mark McCormick. I've known him a long time. And I think he likes me. It's just not Mason. You know, this is one time that I really hope you can't hear me. Because I have an awful lot going on inside me. And there's nobody I can tell about it. Except keep fighting, Cece. I want to know you. Wonder if you're anything like your wonderful son.
Excuse me, I think I'll let Cruz know that we're over here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah. Listen,
Cruz, I went ahead and got us a table. Julia's there, and it's right over there.
okay, good. Listen, I'll be there in a second.
It's good seeing you, Ethan.
You too. She's looking well.
Listen, I didn't need to mention, I heard that your husband was involved in some kind of a barroom brawl. Hope he's all right.
He's fine.
What happened?
Well, it's a little complicated. You know, actually, we do have some good news. And that is that my father's recovering. He's off the respirator.
When did that happen?
This morning.
Wow, that's great.
And I know he's going to be coming all the way back.
I'm sure he will. That's the best news I've heard in a long time.
I knew you'd feel that way. Well, I don't want to keep you from here.
Yeah. Oh, forgive me if I kept you ladies waiting. Hi.
Hi there.
Hey.
No problem.
You know what you want to order yet?
Oh, I haven't even had a chance to look at the menu.
Well, why don't we get that out of the way, you know? I mean, I never had it so good. Lunch with two major foxes at the same time. It's gonna spruce up my reputation.
Yes, the doctor has confirmed that he is coming out of the coma, and his vital signs are improving, and I think that he's on his way to a full recovery, perhaps very soon.
Well, that's a wonderful piece of news, Eve.
Yeah, it's just terrific. Of course, you're going to have experts come in down to look at him.
Oh, yes, but I think they're going to confirm exactly what Dr. McCormick said.
For once, my sister is right, gentlemen. There's no doubt that my father is recovering. And when he does, I expect you three to tell him what a remarkably bad job my sister's done of running the company in his absence. That she's married a man who tried to seize control, and that both of them should be sent packing. Just married sign, tin cans and all.
Mason, why don't you shut up?
For those of you whose memories may be failing, I can quote you chapter and verse on my sister's business errors since she took over the company. Frankly, I'm astonished that the Lockridges haven't taken us over completely. Of course, that may yet happen if she's allowed to run amok much longer. Don't you agree, gentlemen?
But of them all, I believe this is my favorite. See, I have had this stored away for a long, long time, waiting for an opportunity to make it the centerpiece of an exhibit like this. And the time has come. This is a portrait by a modern Florentian painter. And it's about 25 years old, but the subject of the piece doesn't look one bit different. In fact, probably looks more beautiful than she did when it was painted. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you pleased?
Tell me what to say. I can't believe you kept it all this time.
Oh, I see. You thought I got rid of it, huh? Listen, it has been stored away in the attic all these years under a pile of blankets. Yeah. Well, what do you think, Warren?
I think it's wonderful, Dad.
Well, it's very flattering.
I think that Sandestini had a very beautiful subject. Warren?
He doesn't like to see us together.
What are you doing here?
I thought I'd look at the paintings.
Look, will you please back off? I can handle this myself.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Look, I'm not gonna humiliate the guy. I just want to talk to him. Now, please. Lionel?
Oh, Brick, I didn't know you were here.
Hi.
Hello, Brick.
Hello. I need to talk to you both. Now, I realize this is not the time or place. How about lunch at the Orient Express?
Brick, I don't know whether I can have lunch.
Well, I wish you would. It's something very important to tell you both. And it is important, or else I wouldn't bother you.
All right. What about you, Sophie?
No, I really don't know.
Yeah, well, I'll see you there at 12:30. How's that?
Fine, Brick. See you then.
Good.
I wonder what it is that he wants to talk about.
I'm going downstairs. I need to get some supplies.
Okay, that's fine.
Gina.
Hi, I was just going to visit CC.
Oh, well, don't let me stop you.
No, I wouldn't dream of it.
Excuse me, I forgot something.
Right.
Oh, Eden, I've been wanting to talk to you. Do you have a minute?
Well, I was just leaving.
Oh, that's fine. I'll go down with you.
So how was your lunch?
It was fine under the circumstances. When you and Cruz are in the same room, it seems to get a little tense. I know the situation must be very painful for the both of you. But, I was hoping that you would have enough kindness in you not to let Cruz hope that there's some chance of you getting back together.
I'm not keeping Cruz hoping anything, Santana.
Well, I think we should be honest with each other. I've seen the way you two look at each other, for instance, in the restaurant this afternoon. I know that there's a lot of feelings between you.
Santana, what do you expect me to do?
Well, I know that it's not like cleaning house where you could just toss out some old emotions. But you did make a choice. You chose Kirk. All I'm asking is that you don't try to have it both ways. It would be terribly unfair for your husband, for Cruz, and for anyone who cares for Cruz.
Meaning you. Oh, hi.
Hiya.
Hello. That's all I have to say, Eden. Thank you for hearing me out.
No, I'll wait. Thank you.
Brick, I hope we haven't delayed you.
No, I was early. Please.
Is something the matter, Brick?
Yeah, I've had some news.
I don't understand.
You're involved in it too, Sophia.
Involved? I don't know. Involved in what?
It has to do with Minx and something that she did. It affects all three of us.
Brick, if it has to do with those charges that Augusta filed against you...
It doesn't, Lionel. It's got to do with Minx. And it's a lot worse than that.
I don't like the sound of this. What's my mother done now?
Excuse me, Mrs. Armante. Your son Ted just called and left a message for you. He'd like you to come home right away. Something about Mr. Capwell's condition, he said.
All right, thank you. I certainly will.
No, wait a minute. Hold on.
No, I have my own car. I can drive myself. I'm very sorry, Brick. I have to...
Hold on, Lionel. Listen to me. I've come this far. I'm not stopping now.
Well, why don't you go in?
Well, I didn't want to bother the nurse when she was busy.
Well, how much can you bother her, Gina? Pardon me, miss? I don't know if Dr. McCormick realizes it or not, but he's left his medical bag right out here in the hall. Would you be so good as to take it down to him, please?
Sure. All right, Mr. Cranston.
Well, there you are. It's all yours.
Thanks.
I understand, sir. Good. And if you should wake up, I want you to call me right away, no matter where I am or how late it is. You understand? All right. Good. No one is to go in that room without my permission, except for doctors and nurses. But no family members, no unauthorized visitors, unless they're cleared through me. You got that?
Don't worry, Mr. Capwell. I'll see to it.
Good man. See if I can find you a comfortable chair.
And there's more from Santa Barbara at the same time tomorrow here on Sky One. Back to this Thursday, and an hour from now at 3:45, there'll be more feline frolics with our very own DJ Cat. Coming up after the break, though, Walter poses as a doctor and very nearly gets away with it in Maud. Stay right where you are.